Talk about experience. Well, let's think of João Macedo, the Portuguese, an absolute ton of experience here in Portugal. Put some time in over in the cold breaks in Northern California as well, and the Mavericks area. With Andre Silva, his partner, massive charger out of Portugal, Maya Gabeira and Rebiere rounding things off in Team Black. A bunch of talent in the water. Meanwhile, right behind, some action here. It's hard to pick up colours at this stage. This looks like it could be our Team Grey, in which case it will be one of, well, in that case, João Macedo. Is that Grey? We're all squinting. Our screen says bright sunshine. We're just picking up from the Joan. That looks like João Macedo.
It looks like, yeah, the
with that wave.
I think.
And getting one early on. You see the two skis just coming in behind. The driver and the safety ski as well, keeping very much a watchful eye on things.
Maya. Black, that's Maya. Yellow board, just sluicing through, and nice big left-hander. Just kicks out. Another one here. It's Nick von Rupp. Just got that nice smooth style. The wave just didn't cooperate.
Like we've got action here. This is João Macedo and Team Grey, the Portuguese surfer, towed in by his compatriot Andre Silva. A smaller wave for him. Just on it. A couple of quick turns. Just bring this through to the inside, and it'll be a case of just finding a place to pick up the ski again, but just enjoying himself, surfing all the way through down on the insides.
And he's also one of the guys to watch to get a barrel today.
Yeah, just fades there. It's yeah, I mean, just the way he approaches the sport, the way he articulates the sport as well. He's a really clever and positive dude, and whenever he talks about, you know, sports, he just thinks about it a lot.
It's big waves and slabs and all sorts going on, but Nazaré in the last couple of years really coming into his zone. Let's check out live action here. And this is Maya once again on the inside. There's a bit of girth to this wave. She'll just kind of redirect and look towards the inside. I think quite wisely decided to stay well clear of that shore break pick up there from Rebiere. Back on the sled. And Eric talked about his experience as a driver down here.
Instead of the Hawaiian tea leaf, she actually puts that certificate down the back of her wetsuit before she surfs. But yeah, what an achievement to not only ride the waves, but then have to fight to get the recognition and paved the way for other women.
Von Rupp here in live action, dealing with some jet ski tracks. Surfing a long way down a wave, really meaty. And he's still got an absolute ton of speed. Just use that to make sure he gets out nice and
close to the rocks.
This is Nick von Rupp here, just biding his time. Couldn't really dig in. He's got a really good style, really good car, but just couldn't find a section to either hit or do an air. Just kicks out. So
right in the nick of time. Meanwhile, right behind, this looks like Antonio Silva. Our Portuguese charges from this particular pair. He's a big, powerful guy as well.
I think I've ever been more scared of like being at Coast and seeing him coming down the line at you, like doing 110 mile an hour, 100 kilos of pure Portuguese muscle. If you get in the way of that, you're in all sorts. This is live action.
This is Maya. She's got a good looking wave here, and dipping into a beautiful looking clean face. She'll go high line, just kind of control this one out, does Maya. Comes out with an absolute ton of speed through on an insides. Eric tracking her on the ski, and we'll pick her up down there, and we'll do a quick little debrief on the way. Big smiles from Eric as always, good energy. Kind of like an upbeat character at all times. Very surprised if it wasn't a bit of island, kind of Hawaiian island sort of reggae style stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit Landon McNamara, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
This is one of his buddies. Likes that music.
Oh, nice one.
All right. Absolutely fired across the face there, Von Rupp on that yellow board in Team Yellow. And a good wave from him. I wonder if these start to think about switching at some point, maybe that halfway mark. Scooby still driving right now. He'll drive Nick out of danger and away from that rock setup. Now into the deeper water. Meanwhile, out the back from our Team Grey is
Silva.
Antonio Silva, just carving hard in that red wetsuit. Matching up pretty nicely with the helmet. an emphatic sort of call to his buddy to come grab me, get him back and ski.
Such a lovely looking clean Nazaré face, isn't it, Seb? Doesn't get much more sort of cleaner than that.
Very beautiful. It's the same peak as we've seen Ke'ali and Kai and Cody.
Pick up higher, still on the rope. Eric Rebiere towing her in, just getting that critical speed. I don't want to go too fast, just want to get nice speed, get a nice easy entry. It's exactly what she's got here. Easy being a relative term, of course. Just as that whitewater bears down, she'll just lean a little more on that toe edge. Want to overcommit as well. Obviously, it's not the kind of wave you can suddenly sort of flick off. You do have to just kind of steer it through. This is what she's doing here, bringing it all the way to an inside. Maneuvers done. Probably not loads of points at this stage in here, but every little does make a difference, and also just important getting a feel for that board. She'll finish up with some energy down in the shore break.
Yeah, she juiced that wave, didn't she? Every single part of it.
Looking like it's working pretty well for her. How do you like how she surfed this wave?
Yeah, I think she could have been a little bit deeper, but she's dealing with some jet ski tracks and a lot of bumps, as we can see here. And the wave didn't really shape up to be, you know, a running wave. It was a bit of a soft one, and she did a great job on staying on the wave. Every second on the board, it gives you experience and gives you a feeling for it. So,
speaking of those boards, oh, so hold that phone as we've got a big wave out the back.
This looks like Pedro Scooby.
Yep. He's going to go for the, oh, I thought he was going to pull in then.
They did make that switch at the halfway point. Nice and committed and stylish with the carve down from him. Kind of a football field sized carve down. Covers a lot of ground with that maneuver. Gets an exit down in there. So as soon as they made the switch, important to get a wave under their belt, and that's exactly what Pedro Scooby's done. Von Rupp in for the pickup. Join us some more live action. This man Pedro Scooby, he's fired up. We'll be back live from Nazaré right after this. And he'll be whipped in by Von Rupp. We'll keep a beady eye from the shoulder. Well, actually, looks like priority went to João Macedo. He says to, I'll be taking this one to his young apprentices. And here he goes. And this one will go steep in here. We talked about him liking the barrel. Just kind of waiting there, keeping his options, seeing if he could get some vision. Doesn't particularly come for him on that one. He'll just keep plugging away down the line here and get out of a danger zone. As the right-hander will bear down on him from behind. Let's get another look at this last wave, though.
Yeah, just waiting here, Sebastian, but it's never arrived, did it?
I think he was chasing the section more down the line, and it just never happened. That's why he didn't fade more in the beginning. But still, nice line, and yeah, in my opinion, he should have done a backflip right there.
Yeah. Had a big close out section. Nice wave at the start. He sort of saw his opponents eyeing it off. He's like, nah, I'll have this. He had priority. He got straight in. And then here's the backflip section. He elected not to. We've got the best big wave surfers and one taking off right now.
Here we go, live action. It looks like Scooby, as he'll stall himself here. He's just kind of putting himself in the slot. Wow,
go Scooby,
huge
make it.
barrel. Oh, and we're willing him out of that. And you saw him set that line. He was bleeding off the speed.
Yeah.
That was.
I was like, he's not, is he? He's not. He did. That was one of the biggest barrels I've ever seen. Yeah, here it is here though, this angle. So he's right in there. Yeah. He's in a good spot. You hear the crowd go wild. Just couldn't exit.
Meanwhile, Eric Rebiere. It's that signature style. That slightly kind of wider stance. Very smooth and very precise on the backhand. As he draws out a bottom turn on this right-hander, running down right in the pocket there. And now he'll deal with all sorts of turbulence on the face.
A good spot to be.
So much speed in there. Behind him comes his team. I'll pick him up.
Yeah, big fade. Looked at the left and decided to go the right. And just gets down this few bumps, a few wobbles. Board looks really small on his feet, and there's the big hook under the pocket, and then just here you see all that turbulence, all that white water. Really, really difficult to navigate.
Just over 10 seconds on the clock there in the shore break. nevertheless, very much at this and staying busy. Kind of reaching that halfway point essentially. Seeing everybody surfers will just wrap things up with a bomb left. Whoa, look at that thing.
That was Scooby again? Yes.
Wow, Pedro.
Well done.
Viana with an absolute bomb. And that thing, we just came to that wave thinking everything was wrapping up, and guess what? That was explosive. That was incredible, man.
Here it goes. Right in the pocket. There's the spit. And he just comes out. Incredible tube ride from Scooby, and I think we might have a new contender for the best wave.